Hi guys, Mr. Giles here. Welcome to episode 24 of my Let's Play United Kingdom series. No, I haven't been around for a while. I'm sure you're all wondering where I've been, and the blatant, well, not the blatant, but the most obvious explanation I can offer this is that I've been busy. Extremely busy. Now, to be honest, I can't really remember where I got to in terms of my Let's Play. I know there were 23 episodes, I know that, there are lots of things that are about to happen. I know I was on the verge of war from the Soviet Union and stuff like that. But aside from that, I wasn't really certain of where I was going or, how often I'd be able to update and stuff. And the reality is, as I said, I've been busy. I can't remember what I've told you guys. Essentially, last 3 months or 2 months, I spent in my university. I've been studying law at Southampton, and ultimately, which is in the province of Bournemouth, by the way, which is why I'm telling you that. And ultimately, the best way of describing it to you is it has been hectic. You have no idea. I think the best way of explaining to you is that I have 22 contact hours a week, which is, not too much. I know there are lots of people that have harder degrees than that. But I'm also spending 40 hours a week in the library. That's the best way of describing it. I mean, I have 4 tutorials a week with 6 people in. I'm having to do individual reading for that, as well as having to write 2 essays a week, both 2,000 words, and it is just an unbelievable workload. I've ended up with no free time, essentially. Or no, and although I'm aware of the concept of free time, I'm sure my my course supervisors are also aware. They also seem to have absolutely no intent of making that a reality. So, gaming has sort of been totally shouldered, I suppose, for a while. It was never my intention to leave this LP for that long, and I never really intended on abandoning it. It definitely never died. But I'm very excited. Do you know why I'm very excited? The holidays are approaching. You have no idea how much I'm looking forward to that. The prospect of having so little work is just, I know I'm rambling now, but the ultimate reality is, the ultimate fact is that now I've got time. Now I'm in my last week of term, things are definitely scaling back, the workload has definitely decreased. 2 lectures have already been cancelled this week, and I'm extremely excited because it means at last I can get back. I can get back to it. I can get back to playing Hearts of Iron, I can get back to Let's Playing, and I always intended to do... I'm sorry about the plane, by the way. I live quite close to an airport now, so you can hear the occasional plane. I don't even know if you can hear that. I could just be making that up, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really pleased to be back. And now, I'm pleased that you're here, really, because the reality is I have something very exciting. Now, I know where I left, I wasn't prepared for the invasion of the Soviet Union. But I've had a few hours here and there, I've organised things, and the reality is I've come up with a plan. I know I keep saying the reality is, but I'm not really sure why I keep saying that, to be honest, but I keep do, and it's a word, so it works. And the plan I've come up with is aptly named Operation Armageddon. And the reality is, the fact is, for this, it's aptly named, because I noticed one thing. If we go through to see what the Soviet Union is researching, I found this quite worrying. Civil nuclear research, 42%. Now, I'm sure all of you have some kind of familiarity with nuclear technology, and and of the game as well. Essentially, the Soviet Union is researching the equivalent of the Manhattan Project at the moment, and that means they are 2 techs away from carrying the nuclear bomb. So there are 2 endings as far as I can see this. Operation Armageddon, as in I start a conflict which involves pretty much the whole world against the Soviet Union. And secondly, if I fail, then quite obviously the Soviet Union is going to be able to hold people to ransom. Because they will have the only nuclear weapon. I mean, I'm sure the USA is researching that as well, but as they're not in the Allies, they don't really count. So it's up to us, the Commonwealth, essentially, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, guys. I'm anticipating a loss, to be honest. I mean, I've organised things now. I think we are in position. I have my Royal Marine Corps in Alexandria. And I have another corps. Where's this come from? Ah, well, I said I was ready. That was a lie. I'm not ready. I don't know where these guys have come from. Topolog, Brazov. Okay, well, I'm just going to take these guys quickly up to Romania. Because that's where they should be. So I was very almost ready for the invasion. Anyway, as I said, I'll run through my plan briefly. My general plan is an attack from the south, but I've noticed I have overwhelming strength in numbers and in quality in the south. They're defending a river line, so it's going to be harder, but I reckon a marine landing around Odessa and a major push across the, whatever river this is, will compromise their position. 1 second. Sorry about that. And then in the north, I'm just leaving it up to the Germans, essentially. It's going to be their responsibility to defend the north. Against overwhelming odds. I'm hoping that their heavy armour is going to make a difference here. I have got some units in reserve, just in case. In case if you noticed, I'm playing their finest hour. And this is pretty much the first time I've played their finest hour. I know it sounds pathetic, but I have had no time at all. And I'm not joking. My central plan is an encirclement. I have quite a large number of armoured forces deployed near the border. That's going to give me the mobility I need to sort of close this sort of semi-convenient pocket anyway. And then eventually I'll push out into the Ukraine and try and hold the line in the north. By pushing out into Ukraine, I'm going to seize quite a lot of their valuable industry, which is going to deal blows to them. But ultimately, you know, I need to undermine their position somewhere, and that's going to have to be in the north, in the south, as far as I'm concerned. So we'll just get that corps, or those divisions, quickly up from Egypt. Just so I'm not totally unprepared. In terms of like air force, air support is going to be valuable, I think, in this invasion. I have sort of, well, you can see for yourself. I have not that overwhelming number of air units. Me and Germany combined have 72, which means obviously, you know, we're going to outdo the Soviet Union. No matter what the Soviet Union does, you know, we're going to beat them. No, that's just an unparalleled amount of... Where are the rest of those? Okay. So these are all actually assorted to core HQs from probably my rather haphazard method of relocation from Asia. Japan is the second largest land power, and I'm hoping they are going to make quite a significant impact on the what can only be described as a rather underwhelming force the Soviets have in the east. That was another plane, very convenient. I essentially am depending a lot on the AI here, though. You know, it's just not a situation you want to be in at all. The funny thing is I'm going to be so rusty, I've hardly played this game at all. And by at all, I mean literally at all. I played it once to sort of have a quick fiddle with some of the features of their finest hour, but ultimately, none of it is really, like, I haven't really thought about any of it. Why are these supplied from Saigon? That's not really a very convenient place. Supply those from Dover, shall we? That might be a better place. So we're going to put our battle fleet close to the front line so it can give some kind of ground support to German units. I'm hoping the Germans will hold. I'm not overly confident about the fact that they will. We'll move in this fleet and right. A little bit apprehensive, but you know, who hasn't started a war without being proud? Oh, as a general feature, it was quite cool. I managed to request Lend-Lease from the Spanish, weirdly, and from the Americans, which means I will outdo the Soviets in terms of IC, and I'm building some quite intensive IC units right now. So this is going to be interesting. That's the best way of describing it. It's going to be interesting, and I'd really like to see how this plays out. I mean, I don't really have faith in my playing at the moment, so let's get this started, shall we? I would like to... what should we do? Now, I've been puppeting people because it's historically accurate. But since I will end this LP if I lose or win. Let's go the whole way. Let's put a new dominion into the British Empire. You know, it would be quite cool, I think, to have the Soviet Union. You know, it would make effectively Britain the largest empire in the world and stuff. So, you know, we would be quite formidable with that as a force as well, as with the Soviet Union added to us. I have not played this game in a while. This is going to be interesting. We will try and anti-tank brigades, tank destroyers. I'll push through here, or at least try. 3 armoured divisions. We have air support as well. I think the thing we'll have to do is ensure that we have complete air superiority over the Soviets, and I think we will achieve that, to be honest. I'm not at all doubtful. Even the Hungarians have a more powerful air force than the Soviets do at the moment. Anyway, you have no idea how nice it is to be back playing gameplay. I've had such like a shit time, to be honest, recently. It's been so long and such hard work, and I'm just bored of it, really. I'm really looking forward to the holidays. It's going to be good. It's going to be really good. So I had, you know, I'm not saying that this is totally lost. Like, we could beat the Soviets, but to be honest, they do kind of outnumber us quite significantly, so I'm not overly hopeful of that prospect. I'll go all out and attack here with 4 divisions. See if we can force our way across the rivers. Now I know the Soviet AI is quite resilient when it comes to fighting when it comes to counter-attacking and things. So I'm hoping generally that I will be able to overcome that. I'm not hopeful at all, guys. I'm just going to put that out there. I know the theme of my Let's Plays have always been... My Let's Plays, it makes it sound plural. Let's Play. It's always been quality, and I've always wanted that. But this one, definitely something that's going to have to be sacrificed, because I'm not going to be good enough to really... Right, the Germans should be able to hold that. Should be able to, could they? Oh my god, what the fuck are they doing? What is that? What are you doing? Right, let's get this started. Not speed 2. I don't seem to have my battle settings set correctly. Sorry. Message settings, that's what we want. Combat. Well, yeah, back on the labor. Right. Okay. We declared war on the Soviet Union. This is only end well. Well, luckily it seems like we seem to have the advantage in the air at the moment. But I wouldn't say that would be maintained for too long. Push through here, attack this province. You just have to be quite aggressive against the Soviet Union. You know, you can't give them time to recover. You start giving them time to recover, and they will overwhelm you. Stacking penalty is oddly, front weights evading. We should hold that. Ooh. Why is there no... I have got my message settings set wrong. The Red Navy is going to be a hilarious destruction, to be honest. Sorry guys, I really am. This is hardly the most exhilarating thing to be able to watch. no. When combat. When one of our naval units is attacked. Ah, well, there we go. Pop up and pause. That's exactly what we want. Now this could be an interesting. We'll watch this quickly. Yeah, that was what was going to happen, to be honest. I'll hold the line there. Okay, we've got a breakthrough here. It's tight to move out. I'll exploit on that. We've got a second one here. We've got to make these count. Shit, what the fuck is going on? I do not know what the Germans are up to, and it is worrying me. I wanted them to hold the line. If I have to start diverting my forces to defend far northern front, then this is going to get interesting, because I do not have the forces to be able to do that. Do you have one corps in reserve? Oh yeah, this is going well. Bang. 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 Whatever the Reds do, they're not going to hurt my navy. Whoa, that's a lot of subs. It's not enough though. Get these out of the moving. Reinforcement up. We can get some air power to the system. Yeah, they're being quite. Oh, Zukov. I think it'll be interesting to see how our supply holds up in the air. And the Soviets, against the Soviets even. Wait for it, bang! Love to see what the Soviets try to do against our navy. Our troops should be an awful lot more experienced than the Soviets, if that's any kind of a consolation. For the fact that they have probably 10 times what we have. Oh, crap, what the hell happened there? I'd love to just see the USA get involved in this conflict. Crystal and loose, though. Anyways, yeah, it's really fun to be back to this. I'm really pleased by that. Okay. This is definitely what I would call a baptism of fire. They're not quite close enough. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, there's a shortcut for that, and I didn't even know. Kiev. Ah, crap. See, I knew there were armored units already. I knew their tech would be quite strong as well. What's the problem? I'm not just focusing. I'm not facing a 1940 Soviet Union. I'm facing a 1943 Soviet Union. When you invade them as, Germany, you've had quite a long time to prepare for Barbarossa. Me, I have had no time. I have had nothing at all. Oh, shit, they're really breaking through. I had no idea that they were going to be this. I didn't know the Germans were going to do that. I had no idea at all. That's ridiculously stupid. This army was running everywhere. It's not even doing anything. So what you're seeing here is the finest example of poor play. I just have no idea what I'm doing. And they're all getting away. Oh well. You know, this is just fun, really. I'm doing this for fun. I'm not playing seriously. If I was playing seriously, everyone would be dead by now. So, you know, I'm just going to put that out there, you know. What's quite interesting is they should have a lot more manpower than Germany, so there shouldn't be such an issue with manpower attrition. We should hold Königsberg. Is it V? What is it? What is that button? I keep pressing it. Anyway, I know you guys have missed me. I've seen quite a few comments out there that are like, when are you coming back, Giles? We love you, Giles. We can't live without you. And to be honest, I can understand that. You know, I am such a brilliantly wonderful person. You know, I just wanted to say that, you know, I never abandoned you guys. I knew that, you know, I had a lot of supporters. I knew I had a lot of subscribers. I knew lots of you were excited about the future episodes and things, and I am pleased that to finally say that I can actually, you know, fulfill that wish now. You know, it does mean a lot to me, guys, your support. And you know, what was really exciting was the fact that, you know, even though I haven't been around, you know, there was still a lot of discussion. There was still a lot of wow, why the fuck am I doing that? There was still, you know, a lot of enthusiasm for my Let's Play, and you know, hope that I'd come back and stuff, and it does mean a lot to me, guys, because it's not like I'm one of those, you know, people that is just doing this because I believe I should, or you know, like, I feel like I'm so amazing at this game, so I have to, and you know, it would be you know, it's an insult to Hearts of Iron that I don't do a Let's Play. You know, I'm not one of those dicks. I'm you know, I know I'm very modest. I'm very understanding that I'm not the best player out there. And oh, look, an encirclement. But you know, the funny thing is, you know, it's all about, you know, that's it. It's all about. I care about fun. I care about you enjoying this. I care about me enjoying this. Not particularly bothered about whether the fact that, you know, I make the correct tactical decisions. I'm not bothered about the fact that wow, I've got an overwhelming force here. Attack. I'm not bothered about the fact that you know, that I did have a long absence, because I know that ultimately I was going to come back to this, and I knew that, you know, even though it wasn't going to be the best moment when I came back to this, you know, I wasn't going to be playing amazingly or anything, you know, I still knew that it would be worth coming back to, if that makes sense. Because I knew I had people out there that really wanted me to get back to it, and, you know, that was one of the reasons why I did. And the other reason, to be honest, was, you know, I was just getting a bit bored of not having anything to do. You know, as I said, I was always doing this for fun, and it always felt like, oh look, they're attacking my marines. Let's get that bit of transports out there in a minute. So, Edessa is essentially going to be the first victory of the campaign. Right now, I would say the plan is progressing as desired. I mean, I declared war on the 11th, and it's already the 18th, and well, we've made an encirclement, and I'm pushing for another now. I want to move out this direction and cause another one. But that's sort of depending on how quickly I can close this. As I know that, you know, encirclements only last as long as they are still an encirclement. Best grammar ever. That sentence right there. You should be, you know, you should be disgusted if your teachers did not teach you that phrase at school, because you know that is basic grammar for you there, very basic. Oh, I thought I said Holbrook there. I was getting excited. Oh, I might have just given away my name. You can find and hunt me. I'm also at the moment panicking very slightly, very slightly. Because I'm kind of aware of the fact that I'm pushing and they're pushing, and it's all a bit of a crazy clusterfuck at the moment. And I was never that good at playing a beast in front, because there was just always too much for me to micromanage. And I'm not Korean, for God's sake. I'm British. You can just listen to my accent. Oh yes, there's the one thing. I have noticed whilst going to university, despite having gone through an entirely state school process all the way and being proud of that fact, apparently I have a really posh accent. I suppose I fit in well when I'm doing law. But yeah, so that's good, bad, / terrible. I don't know. What else is news in there? News. I'm not even going to bother checking the result of that engagement. I know there's going to be a devastating victory for the Soviets. Close these bastards. Come on, let's get some armor moving. I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to wear me down. And it might work. I'm really trying to wipe out their forces, because that is the only way you will ever beat the Soviets. It's like, you know, the Soviets aren't Japan, you know, you can't, you won't overwhelm them numerically. They're not Germany, you can't attrition them down, you know, they are the big mama of Hearts of Iron. Whoa! This is a, what appears to be an invasion fleet. Carrying divisions. Here we have an example of brilliant Soviet planning, attacking a immensely superior force. But anyway, what we will do is we will reclaim Poland, which will be quite fun, because it's the one thing that, you know, the Allies never really did in the Second World War. And there was always that debate, you know, wasn't there, between the American, you know, sort of in the American Allied hierarchy, you know, Allied command chain, that, you know, would they reclaim Poland if it came to it? And in this instance, I am. Yeah, the Soviets are having fun in East Prussia. Whoa! Attack! These guys are having fun. I suppose this should be sensible to get these guys out. Let's give them a nice surprise, shall we? I really feel like right now I am not playing as I hoped at all. Yeah, you say this is going well, it's not. I'm very concerned at the moment. If I can't liquidate this pocket, it's all over. What the organisation of these guys like? They're not too bad, actually. Whoa, where are you going? No, AI pathfinding. Stupid! You don't go that way. I order you to not go that way. Come up here. Yeah, that's okay, you're attacking. I really hope I can defeat the Soviets. I mean, I have no hope the fact that I won't, but it'd be interesting to see what happens in the process anyway. Oh, the Thai are here. How weird. Oh, let's see how Japan is getting on briefly. Yeah, I was kind of hoping Japan's progress would be slightly more... not slightly more productive, to be honest. Let's give them that objective. That's a dangerous move. So what we have here is a perfect example of British planning. You know, it's just so immensely amazing. That regardless of everything, regardless of my shit play, I'm still pushing them back. You know, it's just an innate superiority of Britishness. I'm just saying. Or maybe I am just truly amazing. Maybe I am. For any of you that were wondering, that is actually complete sarcasm. It was known as what is popularly known as popularly referred to as a joke. I mean, I'm not overly aware of how those things work. Yeah, it was a joke. Very much a joke. I know I suck a bit at this game. Especially right now. Okay, what I could be doing is what is popularly known as thinking, and I'm not really sure what my next move is. Yes, I'm breaking through, yes, I'm taking Laurel, but I don't know. I suppose progress is going okay. We'll keep pushing. The funny thing is, I'm far stronger in the south, and they're far stronger in the north. Which is ironic, really. Because I thought they were going to crush me in the south, and I was going to hold desperately on in the south. But I suppose that's good. Why am I saying these things? I know winning is good. Like, I know it. I could be using my efforts far more effectively. As you know, that's one of the things that I really have that's all working in my favour. I have not been using it at all, to be honest. Not clever. Not clever at all. Whoa, bit of a clusterfuck. I know right now HMS Victory is laughing in his lair as he sees me desperately struggle to do anything. I would also like to apologise to anyone out there who is in Casual Gamers group, because I'm aware of the fact that I haven't really been around, I haven't really told anyone anything about why I'm not there, and I'm sorry for that. You know, as I would say the same for my Let's Play, you know, it was never my intention to leave it. I haven't left that group. It's not dead. It's, in fact, you know, it's still going relatively strong. You know, the other guys are going well without me. You know, they're still playing. It's just me, really, that isn't there, and the games aren't quite as efficient as they could be. But you know, if you try and get in contact with Ollie, you try and get in contact with Morris or HMS Victory, you know, they'll point you in the way. And I am pleased that, you know, those games are still continuing without me, because, you know, it's not, I always knew, you know, it wasn't just me that run those, it was, you know, it was a group, there was a group effort, and I'm proud that they're still going, you know, I'm still proud of that group, you know, regardless of the fact that don't really have much to do with it anymore. You know, I'm hoping during the holidays I will be able to play a bit. I'm underwhelmed. Yeah, I know that I won't be able to play that much because I still have loads of work to do, but, you know, one can hope. Okay, so they're trying to give us massive stacking penalties. Whoa, stop. Oh, I see what I'm doing. This is Polish territory. I'm reclaiming Polish territory. Sorry. Very unprofessional. Again, I'm using the term professional. Let's see if